The postulator of Venerable Doctor Jérôme Lejeune's sainthood cause is sharing details about the pro-life scientist's life in a new book. Author Aude Dugast wrote about Dr. Lejeune and her new book, Jérôme Lejeune, A Man of Science and Conscience. Lejeune had many accomplishments during his lifetime, which include the discovery of the extra chromosome, which causes Down syndrome. He was nominated twice for the Nobel Peace Prize. He founded and ran the Pontifical Academy for Life in Rome, among many other achievements. Lejeune died in 1994 and today is considered a venerable in the Catholic Church. Joining us now on Zoom is Aude Dugast, the postulator for Venerable Doctor Jérôme Lejeune and author of the new book, Jérôme Lejeune, A Man of Science and Conscience. Thank you so much for joining us. You have spent 14 years conducting research, doing interviews, and compiling evidence for Lejeune's cause. Tell us, first off, why do you believe he might be a saint?
Jérôme Lejeune, as a physician and scientist, is for me a luminous and heroic apostle of the gospel of life. It was really incredible as a physician. He had an unconditional love for his little patient with Down syndrome, who he loved so much without no criteria of age or illness, of course. And he dedicated all his life for them. And I think that we can say that he saw the suffering face of Christ of each of his patients. And I think we can say that he was a servant of life for that. And as a great scientist, he showed the deep harmony between faith and science. And he always used his science for the good of his patients. And I think that I was really impressed by the sanctity of the intelligence of Jérôme Lejeune. Jérôme Lejeune's intelligence was magnetized by the truth, and this made him very free to always find the truth and always choose it. And despite of all the problems and all the attacks he got for that. And for that, I think we can say that he was a servant of truth. And one of the best things of Jérôme Lejeune is the way he followed his conscience as a doctor, faithful to the Hippocratic oath, that, is discovered trisomy 21 of the cause of Down syndrome. Unfortunately, 10 years later was used against these children because so many scientists and geneticists use this discovery for the abortion of this baby. And for Jérôme Lejeune, it was so hard, so like a nightmare, because he devoted all his life for these children and for this discovery, and this discovery was returned against this baby. So for him, it was absolutely horrible. And he decided to put all his intelligence, all his love in the battle, and to become the most maybe intelligent and most courageous advocate in the world. And he knew that he will get so many trouble doing that, but he did it. So it was very heroical. And I think that it's heroicity who is a mark of his sanctity. And I love to talk about his hope, because he knew that unfortunately there will be so many babies who will be aborted. And for him it was awful to think about it, but he never lost hope. And in the contrary, he gave so much hope to the parents, to the patients, to the physicians who want to serve life. And he used to say, don't be afraid. You who are for the life, you have the powers of truth, and life will win. So it's also a good testimony for hope, and we need that today.
Absolutely. And Aude, I understand he was a close friend of St. John Paul II. Can you speak about their friendship?
Yes, I think that both were lovers of life, and both admired the beauty of life, human life, but also all the creation. and both have the great sense of humor and the same taste for theater, and both were very were genius. So when they met, they fell in love, if I can say. And it was a very beautiful friendship. And when Jérôme Lejeune died on Easter 1994, the Pope was very upset, and he wrote a beautiful letter to the Archbishop Cardinal of Paris, and telling that, of course, Jérôme Lejeune, who died in the early morning of Easter, was a sign of his beautiful life in the service of life, of human life. And when the Pope went in France for the World Youth Day in 1997, he absolutely wanted to go to kneel in front of the Jérôme Lejeune grave, and he made it. So it was, of course, an important sign of their friendship, but more that friendship, it was a sign that John Paul II considered Jérôme Lejeune like a great Catholic, a great servant of life and servant of God.
What a beautiful friendship. And I want to let our viewers know you can get Aude's book, Jérôme Lejeune, A Man of Science and Conscience, at EWTN's religious catalog at EWTNRC.com. It is item number 4118. Aude Dugast, postulator for Jérôme Lejeune and author of Jérôme Lejeune, A Man of Science and Conscience. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
God bless.